Yo, we're learning topography today. Don't think you know this, but some people they're like, "Yo, you're 50 Cent." I'm like, "No, no, I'm not 50 Cent." But when I lived in Thailand, I mean, you see a little bit of the resemblance. But by the way, I went to Canada last summer, and did you know they don't call him 50 Cent? They call him 66 Cent because 50 cents is actually 66 cents there. But when I lived in Thailand, my nickname actually when I played basketball was 50 baht because baht was the equivalent. And so even my basketball jersey on the team I played on was 50 baht. So yeah, that's me. So I'm gonna go back to my roots. You guys are gonna pick a nickname for yourself, and we're gonna do some little text topography here. So we're gonna hit new document. We're gonna do landscape and hit create. And we're gonna do eight sections. So the first we're gonna do is area shape tool. So we're just gonna choose a shape. So I'm gonna choose a star. Okay, put a star on there. And for the star, I'm gonna go in here, hit A on the keyboard for the selection tool. I'm going to drag in these a little bit rounder. There we go. And then I'm going to hit my T, hold it down, and get the area selection tool, and then just click inside, and then I'm going to write my nickname. Okay, hit a space, and make sure you copy the space, and then I'm going to paste that around. Now, in order for you to see it, you're going to need the text to be a little bit smaller. So I'm going to get my text tool. Okay, my text tool. So maybe my character window. If you don't find that window character under type, and then you can choose the size. So maybe something small like that, because I want to be able to see that size. And again, you can choose the color that you want to use, and there we go. And we got somewhat of a shape. Okay. All right, next we're gonna go in here. Actually, let's make that a little bit smaller. 4 point. There we go. And now I'm gonna Command C and then Command V. There, now I can see the shape. Okay, next is type on a path tool. So on type on the path tool, we need a path. And so actually, let's go ahead and, since we're in objects already, we can do a circle. Okay, and then we can get our area on a, type on a path tool, type on the path, and then we can type our, actually paste will do the trick. Maybe I'll make this a little bit bigger, maybe 6-point font, and there we go. If you want to fill it, I could. Actually, I want to keep it that color, and good. Next is vertical type tool. Vertical type tool is basically just typing vertically. That's about it. Make it a little bit bigger so you can read it, and that's done. Vertical area type tool. Okay, so again, this time, let's see. Again, we're gonna be typing in a shape. Okay. If you want to, we can create our own shape with the pen tool, P for pen, and then you could click, 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 and just kind of make, actually, I want to make a, I'm going to use a depicted heart. Make sure you close it. To close it, you click it right on the back there. So we basically made a weird shape here. Okay, and then I'm going to make sure that's in. I'm going to click on this, click on the edge of the circle, okay, and I'm gonna hit paste, and then maybe, yeah, 4 point, because I want to make sure I filled it, and then different color, maybe red for heart, and then fill it in, there it is, okay. And the cool thing is, you see that plus sign? The plus sign, if I make it bigger, it'll actually extend out. So that can kind of be cool. All right, next is the vertical type on the tool path for this one. B for brush. Okay, B for brush. And this you can be creative. So maybe I'll be creative like this. T for text, and then make sure it's on vertical type tool. Click on the path, and then Command V, and then I'm gonna make that maybe, there we go. I like that. Okay. And next is our touch area type tool. This one's pretty cool because let's say we have some font. Just type your normal font first. I'm going to make this rather bigger, like so. And now for this font, we're going to drag this down, touch type, and basically you can manipulate the font here. So you can click on one and it isolates it. Let me zoom in a little bit. There we go. So you can click on a letter and then you basically see how I can change it and then everything adjusts to it. I can click on the O and make the O much bigger. I can make the A and nudge it closer to here. Maybe I can so you can choose, be kind of a little bit creative in the way you change it. Make sure you tilt it, practice tilting it, and here we go. I like that. And then maybe nudge it closer. Be really creative, actually, with it. All right, after that, we're done with our area types tool. Now we're going to do some effects. Okay, some effects. So, first effect that we're going to do is a little bit of a pattern effect. So let's go in here. Before I forget, you should save. Command save, and then text tutorial. What we're going to do is kind of make a texture or thing mask over the text. So usually you can actually make an image. But instead of an image, I'm just going to go ahead and use a color. So choose a color, like a creative color, maybe a yellow, and then Command C, Command F, okay? So Command C, Command F, so now I have a duplicate of a yellow. The second color is going to be a texture. So if we want, or a pattern, so if you go in here and click Show Pattern Swatches, for some reason we don't have that many, but we're going to just use that one. And then we're going to hit Command Shift left bracket and send that to the back. Okay, and we're going to send that to the back and send that to the back. So it should be text on top, then your pattern, and then a color. Then we're going to click and highlight all three of those layers, Control click, make clipping mask. Okay, so notice a cool little pattern. And again, putting images, masking an image is also a really nice effect that you can use. Number 3 is Distort. Okay, so again, I'm going to come in here. You can retype it, but I kind of really like the style that I used here. And it's going to be distorted anyway. So this one too, you want a little bit of thicker font. So I'm going to maybe save that one for next time. Arial black maybe again. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw with the pen tool, P for pen, and we're going to, if you click and drag, you can kind of click and drag, click and drag, click and drag, click and drag. Okay, you can kind of create a shape And what's going to happen is the text is going to conform to this shape. And make sure you close it. See the circle? Make sure you close it, and then we're good to go. And then you're going to select both of them, okay? And then you're going to go to Object, Envelope Distort, and make with top object. But it's not on the top object. So there we go. So notice how it expands out. Hit A for Apple, and then click. And if you drag out the points, you can actually make emphasis. So maybe I want to make that smaller, bring that in. Okay, so be creative in how you want to make it. All right, number 4. I feel like doing the top 10 plays of the week, NBA. Where you can just rotate something. It's pretty cool. Just character rotate. So if you have something like this, remember how I showed you how you can rotate a character? So same thing here. If you highlight something here, notice how here you can rotate it right there. So that's it. Very simple. This new tool here is easier, but that's that. Number 5, you can edit the text. So, and try out different colors. So, all right, so this one, again, you want a little bit thicker font on this one too. I'm gonna hit Command-Shift-O. Command-Shift-O is creating outlines. The problem is if you have a special font that you've downloaded and then you try to open it on another computer, it's missing the font and you can't use it. But if you do this, it's not a text anymore. It's actually an object, and it will preserve that font. But you can't edit. So if I want to change from 50 baht to 66 baht, it won't change. But here you go. You see those edit points? I hit A, okay, and then I can kind of click out. You can drag those in. And you can basically manipulate this font, again A on the keyboard, and have a little bit of fun manipulating that font. So go ahead and manipulate those letters, make it cool, and your rounded thing. Okay, number 6, this one's really easy. It's just a copyright symbol. So here we go, number 6. It's basically just showing that right here, if you put type glyphs, and we want to copyright, because 50 baht, that's going to be my name. I want to copyright that. You can go down here, and you can go into symbol, S for symbol. There it is, symbol. And then scroll down in symbol, and you have a lot of, if you do math equations and things like that, you can do that. But here's my copyright, so I'm going to double click copyright, and I'm going to change my color. Here we go. And number 7 is we're going to be deleting text from your name. And done with glyphs. Almost done. And B. Again, this one we want a little bit thicker font. Arial black is usually my go-to font. There we go. Now, choose some shapes. Stars look kind of cool, and with it, use a different color. Use a bright color because we're going to be erasing these anyway. And we're going to Command C, Command V, and you can like paste a bunch of these, and then kind of just put. These are actually going to be holes, but don't put too many crazy holes that you can't read what the font is. So. There we go. Now after you do that, you're going to select all of them, okay, and then we're going to be deleting them. To delete these, we're going to window Pathfinder, and then you're going to hold down the Option key, and we're going to subtract these. The second one here is subtract. So hold down the Option key and click on that, and notice it subtracted it. If you want to edit, you can hit the A, but shouldn't need to do that. So there we go. And number 8, we're going to do a 3D effect. I'm going to use this one because I like that one. Hit Command C and Command F, and we're going to paste that same one. And we're going to use a color. I'm going to edge it out with the arrow keys that you think would look good blended together. And I'm going to select both of those, okay, and hit Command Shift O. Remember, that creates an object. Command Shift O, and then I'm going to hit W, and W is for the blend tool, okay, over here, and then I'm going to click on the back one, click on the forward one, and then it's going to blend together. Okay, now with your text, and let's choose this one. Let's say we have 3 of them. Okay, so there we go, we have 3. Now, if you want to align these, we can highlight all 3, okay? And then we can come up here, and then I'm going to choose Layout, okay? Window Layout, and there we go. And we're going to select these. I'm going to choose Align. And then notice here, I can left align, center align, or right align. I'm going to left align those, but you can also distribute them. Notice how they're not evenly spaced. I push this one and they're more evenly spaced. So that's a great way to quickly align things. Now you should have this corner here. We're going to have some fun with this. We're going to get the star tool going here. So I'm going to hit the V, Command C, Command V. I'm going to paste a bunch of stars. And then what I want you to do is overlap the stars so that they're kind of crazy around here. Okay, and don't put too much gaps. There we go. And then I'm going to come in here and highlight all of them. Okay, I'm going to hit Object, and I'm going to go to Live Paint and Make. And what that does is it's going to make it so I can paint it with the paint bucket. So I'm going to hit K for the paint bucket. Now, one good thing about color, okay, so if I have my color palettes, you can show color groups, okay, we have some color groups here, but one cool thing that we have is we can click on theme panels, and in our theme panel we have something called Adobe, and we can hit Create, and then in our Adobe we can actually click on here and create like monochromatic, or we can click triad. Okay, so let's do a monochromatic theme. Go around and select the colors that you want to use, and then what I want to do is go in here and add to swatch. And when I click on that, add to swatch, if you go and open your swatches, you'll notice that they're right there. So I have my swatches, and if I hit K, that'll bring up my paint bucket, and notice how it has this folder open. Okay, if I click on this folder of my monochromatic, it'll select those, and watch this. I can select this, I hit the right arrow, and it changes my color. I can keep switching my arrows. Okay, you guys notice this? So I can kind of just have fun painting with different monochromatic colors. I suggest choosing one color and then kind of spreading it out. Choose another color, spread it out, choose another color, spread it out, another color, spread it out, another color, spread it out, until you have all of them filled in. Okay, it's kind of therapeutical. It feels good to do a little bit of this. All right, so you get the idea, and then after you fill it in, you're all done. So yeah, so go out, enjoy your topography, be yourself. You know, don't let anyone tell you to be different. By the way, peanut butter M&Ms, my favorite, and I got a good deal on these. 2 packs of M&Ms for 50 cents. That's ludicrous, yo.